everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be reacting to Castlevania Season 3, Episode 2, The Reparation of My Heart. If you guys didn't see my first episode reaction yesterday, it's up, and you can just see that whenever. I'm also going to have a bleached video, because there is an update to the website and the Face Again stuff, because it's a minor thing, but I think it's a pretty important video to watch if you don't know what's happening with the Bleach live stream, or not live stream, the Bleach event that was supposed to happen in Anime Japan. I recommend checking that video out and getting updated. I'm sorry, I got scared. I just thought I knocked my mic down. So check that video out to get updated on all the stuff concerning Bleach. And without further ado, let's just, as per usual, I will lower the audio and lower the video to avoid copyright strikes, and let's jump into it. So yesterday we left off with Sypha and Trevor getting to this town, and also we know that basically it seems like our antagonist for this season is Carmilla and her band of sisters. Not actual sisters, but band of sisters. Oh my god. Oh, him. I forgot about him. Dracula's other, what's it called, disciple. I thought he was holding the stone mask from JoJo for a second, especially with all the vampire stuff. I like how he asked the mayor, like, all right, show him, I think it was Hector, right? And then he shows him, and then he's like, are you breathing? And then, it's almost like Hector heard him and was like, he's like, okay, good. Like he heard him. Can we just acknowledge the fact that, these normal, sure, they're probably warriors, but who in their right fucking mind would go, oh, hey, this dude that can obviously control these demons, let's go and antagonize these horrifying creatures that have bones and knives protruding out of their bodies. Why? What did they expect? Oh, ew, that's like a tiny one. This dude has 2 stomachs. Oh. Dude. Unless you're guts, you should not be antagonizing demons. Oh, there's the demonic unicorn got a kill. You should not be antagonizing demons unless you're guts. That's it. Oh, he ripped him in half. Oh, I thought that was wasn't it Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks? Because of beard, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Man, Isaac has that powerful energy with that cloak and this, his horde behind him. I like the way he talks. You surely could. Imagine. That is true. Imagine Isaac just took the bow and just crashed immediately. I like how this series is going. I play some of the games, and I don't know if this is a character from the game. I doubt it, but I like how characters in this show so far, the first episode was like, oh, this is the judge of the town, and like, oh yeah, just call me Judge. This guy, oh, I'm like, what's your name, Captain? Oh, I forgot my name long ago. Just call me Captain. It's like, next one's gonna be like, hey, I'm the janitor of this town. Call me Janitor. It's funny. You think his crew's okay with that? He's just yeah, let's just fight with demons, and all the crew's what the fuck? What are you doing? Why? No. So far, she's my favorite design. Her hair, how awesome she looks. I didn't even notice the crow she had on her shoulder pad. Oh, so she's okay. So she's the loving one. That's why she's always blushing. Okay, I was wondering. So Striga, the cool one, the badass looking one, isn't it? Her name's Striga. Because it's hard to hear their names, because sometimes they say obviously with the accent, sometimes it's and with the dialogue moving as fast as it is, I'm just okay, wait, what? What's the name? So okay, I got the names now, but. Yeah, so it seems like she's the loving one, so I think she's gonna obviously manipulate Hector, maybe flash some goodies at him. We'll see, because she said, Hector wouldn't really be in the mood to help Carmilla with anything. I like how no one's talking about Alucard either. Like they're just like, he won't do anything. He's just in his castle alone. It's such a cute relationship. Like I like that the way that they talked about their relationship. It wasn't like we saw it blossoming in season 2, and we saw the end of that season pretty much, and you kind of can gather that they would get together. And I like how it happened. To me, it felt naturally. Like they just had a conversation where it was like, "This is better than whatever," and then she was like, "Wait, what?" So then you're like, "Oh, so they are." And then like it felt natural. Like it didn't feel like it feels like the world has been going on still because obviously it has. While we've been not watching, right? So I always like when shows get the chance to feel organic, and it feels organic to me. That's one of the compliments I can give the show is that like the world keeps turning, even off season. It just happens to be when major things happen, we get to see it. she didn't even catch it. This was said on me, and she was just like, "What the fuck?" Is that the same? Oh, he's the guy from Sorry, I'm a nerd with voice actors and like actors. He's the guy, Peter Stormare. He was a psychologist in Until Dawn, and he was, I think, in Prison Break. If you guys know what I'm talking about, is that him? He sounds like him. That doesn't help. What is you have limited access to something, but they don't tell you what the limitation is. Like how limited is my access? Limited. Okay, tell me what. Like, can I check out a book? Like what? Like I know the sense of heaven and hell is kind of skewered, but why would you assume Dracula's wife is in hell when she was like a literal doctoress doctor saving people through magic or just herbal medicine, like actual intelligence because of Dracula? How is she in hell? Whatever. Oh, back to Lonely Alucard. What's the day in the life for him today? Is he dead? He just threw a rock with, especially with his strength, at his chest. There should be a circular hole. He should look like Hollow Ichigo. Yeah, they need to say it properly. It's like when the trailer for Venom came out and the lady was like, "Oh, the symbiote" instead of the symbiote. They're saying Alucard, but that's probably like a legend written down. Oh, so the Japanese, okay. The size of that rock was like this. He should be dead. I feel like he's doing this mainly because he's lonely. If he sure he's a nice guy in general, but
do you know where you are?
I feel like he's just lonely. Poor guy. God.
Okay.
His voice is so sexy. I'm sorry. Like I can't. Like, dude. All right, whatever, man. But look, I think he's doing it mainly because he's lonely. And sure, he's saying all this about his mother. I think that was the episode. Yeah, so we're going to jump into the next episode next. But I just want to give my quick thoughts. He's really lonely, obviously. Like, he's no one around him. His friends are gone somewhere, just boning each other and killing demons. Like, it is what it is. And then these random 2 people coming on. Of course, another girl and another guy. Hunters or whatever. So it's like, well, reminds him of a little bit of them without the alcohol for Trevor. So obviously I think he's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll train these people because, he has to justify it, you know what I mean? So he's just a lonely boy, man. He's just by himself. But yeah, let's just jump into the next episode. All right, time skip happened. I went to go see a movie and I came back, so that's why it's really late. But we're gonna, I ran out of time after watching episode 2, so we're just gonna continue with episode 3. One thing I'll say is that the animation for this season isn't like crazy because obviously we haven't seen anything crazy like action wise, but the artwork is just top notch as always. Like the character designs and the environments are all like just portraits. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was getting. Oh, damn! She just went right for it. She's sadistic, low key. She just loves killing like night creatures. I was saying this conversation was getting real awkward. It was very out of character for Trevor, but he just wrapped it up. Is she just horny? I think she's just horny now. She obviously loves him. / love each other. I think they're both adorable. Look, I know some of you are like this too. But the way she says her last name, the way she pronounces her name, it just like, maybe it's that Latin blood in me that's just like, I guess my hot blood boiling, but I'm just like, man, I'm about to act up, bro. These voices are just, oof. Oh! Ripped the skin off of his face. Oh! What is this creature? Ew. That's so gross. I mean, the audio here is kind of weird. Like, it's very like loud, the music, but the voices are really low. But that's so. I know it's a tactic, but it's so gross. The fact that they wipe their weapons with poop and salt. It's a tactic, though, so I can't blame them. How do your archers miss that target? Alright, whatever. Got the stormtrooper aim. They're just having a EDM party inside. Don't worry about it. Like, seriously, all these flashing, like... I can respect that for Judge. He's just trying to look out for his community. And all this weird shit's happening, especially like monks that were worshipping, you know, a god or whatever. And then now all of a sudden they like, you know, switched, and now it's kind of bad and toxic for your environment. And like your whole town's basically going to shit now. So I can feel why the Judge is acting the way he is. He just agreed that she's insane. I mean, yeah, but... This is pretty much just Sypha's adventure, and Trevor's just like, he's become a simp, but a simp that won, pretty much. So he's just along with the ride while his female, you know, partner is just accepting everything. It's crazy how the human race failed Isaac so hard that he was willing to eradicate it like completely with an entity beyond comprehension from a world different from ours. Imagine failing someone that hard, man. Yeah, I mean, humanity does suck, but we do have our bright spots. Okay, that's a deep fucking. That's a heavy dose of what he just said. So that's how he interprets that. Okay, that's so cool. I was wondering how. I mean, I think they explained the Forge Mastery stuff before, but I like how they're going more in depth with it with this captain character, and this is serving as like funny enough, a literal vehicle of information, giving it to us. So I think that's really, really cool. Wow. Okay. What the heck? Ooh. This is my one of my favorite scenes. Like, I think Isaac, without a doubt, is probably one of the coolest, most interesting characters in the show. Trevor, he's fun, he's great. Sypha is, you know, fun and great and beautiful. Like all the characters are beautiful. Alucard, like interesting, fun, you know, whatever. But Isaac to me, ironically, like, feels the most human because in a way, Dracula was the most human out of everyone that we've seen in the show. Like, Trevor knows. I would say Trevor's like the negative side of humanity. Like he knows the dirt, the rough. Sypha's very optimistic, so they complement each other. Alucard is kind of like a realist, but then I feel like Dracula knew what it meant to be human while also being not human. So I feel like that has more weight. And the way he grieved and the way he hurts is more human-like than what we've seen from even humans in the show. So Isaac admiring him, and he's basically acting as like Dracula, like he's mad, so he's just like kind of on a revenge quest right now. But the captain was talking to him about kindness and like that guy gave you a legit gift. You know, it wasn't a joke. Oh, and he cracked the joke. But then Isaac is so focused on the negative part of humanity, much like Dracula, that he forgets the good things, which is what ultimately at the end Dracula realized in the end when he was fighting Alucard. So very fascinating talk. I absolutely love that scene. That so far season 3 is my favorite scene, and one of like aside from the fights from season 2, that's one of my favorite dialogue scenes ever in the show. I don't know if he has frostbite or what, but like, ooh, she looked intense. This father soldier doesn't even have a voice to like respond with. Oh, Hector speaks for the first time in like ever. Man, Hector. Oh, Hector. I mean, he kind of deserves it, but man, he's being treated like and played like a fiddle. That's chicken. I thought that was like a piece of bread. Oh, whoa! Was that a penis? I saw some pubic hair, bro. And well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You could transform into bats, right? That's pretty cool. Oh my god, I'm actually seeing penis right now. Damn, Hector. Oh my god. Oh shit, Hector got his ass beat. That's cool seeing these vampire powers. Okay. Lenore jumped up a lot. She really jumped up a lot. She seemed, obviously, like she said like this, she seemed like very fragile and weak. But that's quite the opposite. I mean, you probably assume that with most of these characters. Whenever they seem weak, they're always usually like, you know, they always have an ulterior motive. Much like it's the same trope from every like media in general. Like whenever there's a version of a character that's very small and petite, usually it's pretty fucking dangerous, right? Like Frieza, for example, right? But yeah, that was episodes 2 and 3. It's probably gonna be going up sometime Saturday evening or something. I was supposed to go up on Friday, but yeah, I had to go do something impromptu after the second episode reaction. So yeah, so overall, both pretty great episodes. We got a lot of character development, plot development, things moving forward. Episode 3 so far is my favorite. Had the absolute best dialogue scene and I won't say in the entirety of the show because there's a lot of philosophical, metaphorical jargon in this show, but the Isaac and Captain like talk was phenomenal. I always love when people debate the merits of humanity. So yeah, absolutely love Castlevania. So again, stay tuned for the next couple days. I'm going to be reacting to the One Piece chapter, My Hero episode, and also more of Castlevania. So while that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.